Hey everybody, welcome to my Eldrazitron deck tech. I'm going to start out by kind of going over each of my card choices here. Obviously Eldrazi Temple is pretty simple there. Just kind of helps you bust out your Eldrazi quickly. Ghost Quarter is obviously good to combat other land decks. Sanctum of Ugin is a nice creature tutor. Late game, it's great to find an Ulamog or a Walking Ballista to end the game. Seagate Wreckage helps you draw extra cards when you're top decking here. And obviously the Urza's lands just churn out crazy amounts of mana. And then there are 3 wastes in case we get Ghost Quartered or Pathed. Now in any Tron deck, basically you have to run for Expedition Map. The card is it's amazing at finding what you need here, but Basilisk Caller has a lot of synergy in our deck. I'll kind of go over it quickly later because it's great with Walking Ballista and Endbringer. But yeah, Expedition Map is necessary for any Tron deck. Warping Wheel is a nice utility card and occasionally a removal spell and occasionally a ramp spell. It's quite good. Dismember, just solid colorless removal. Best you can get for 1 mana, really. Even though you're paying life. We do have a few sources of life gain, 2 Batterskull and 1 Basilisk Caller. Matter Shaper is a nice little card advantage card, great in defending against like Liliana -2s, just trades well in combat, and then provides you with a card or something. Yeah, Thought-Knot Seer is probably the best card in the deck though. This card's absurd. Sometimes you can even play it turn 2 with 2 Eldrazi Temples. It's so powerful. Being able to exile the card is really strong, and sometimes they won't even have removal for it, so you're stuck with a big guy. Reality Smash is just very nice. Really punishes Planeswalker decks, and it's really aggressive. This card can outrace burn. It's very fast. And obviously, Batterskull is just a good late game card and gains you life. It's good in a lot of matchups. Now, the next card we're going to talk about is Endbringer. And this card looks kind of weird because it's kind of just a big 5/5, but if it ever untaps, you know, you're going to win the game, basically. And also, it's good with Basilisk Caller. And my choice for the deck, Walking Ballista is my addition to the deck. And it's great against a lot of the matchups that we've previously been bad against, aggro decks and whatnot, so it's very strong. Chalice of the Void is 2 in the main, 2 in the side. It's important to hedge against some combo decks, especially Cheerios. Chalice on 0 is very hard for them to beat on game 1. And then of course there's Ulamog, who just kind of wins the game if he ever hits, exiling 2 permanents, and then if it ever attacks, they exile the top 20. It's a beast. Like I said, 2 more Chalice in the main to kind of hedge against various combo decks. Ugin, Karn, and 2 All Is Dust against mid-range and mirror decks. Obviously you don't bring in All Is Dust in the mirror, but Ugin and Karn are quite good there. Also good against just other like colored versions of Tron. Crucible of Worlds is absurd. It's great if you just want to repeatedly Ghost Quarter your enemy. It's great if they're playing Fulminator or various other land destruction spells. Ratchet Bomb, kind of a hedge against Blood Moon, also good against Cheerios. Relic of Progenitus, good graveyard hate, enough said. Pithing Needle is one of the last cards here on our sideboard. Good against Liliana, Fulminator Mage, and various other activated abilities like Karn and O-Stone. Just a good meta card. And then 1 copy of Warping Whale to side in against sorcery decks, basically. So that's it. See you in Game 1, Competitive Modern League.